Welcome to Brush and Beyond, where we see the world through an artist's eyes and learn to express our own worlds. Look at this wall picture. This is the art of a man named James Rizzi. Doesn't it look so happy and full of energy? Rizzi was an artist who loved to draw houses and cities like they were big, smiling characters. Today, we are going to look at some of the world's most interesting and wacky houses, and then we're going to get to try drawing our own. Before we look at the funny houses, let's remember what a regular house is made of. Most houses have the same parts: a roof to keep the rain out, a door to go in and out, windows to let light in, walls to hold it all up, and sometimes a cool texture, like brick or wood. In addition to the houses you live in, what other interesting houses have you seen in your life, on TV or in books? Now, let's see how artists and architects turn these simple parts into something amazing. Have you ever seen a building that looks like a stack of giant books? This is the Kansas City Public Library in Missouri in the United States of America. They designed it this way to look like a fitting symbol for the city and to attract visitors. Imagine reading inside one of these books. Whoa, this house looks like it's melting or moving in a funhouse mirror. The Crooked House in Sopot, Poland is a really beautiful house. The artist who designed it based it on drawings from Polish fairy tale illustrators like Jan Marcin Sanker and Per Dahlberg. It has wavy walls and windows to make you feel like you stepped right into a magic storybook. This weird spiky building is the Sea Cathedral. It's a 20-meter high, soft, tentacled, rounded square box resembling a giant dandelion from afar. It was built to hold and show off millions of seeds. It's designed to look like a wrapped piece of packaging paper, an unwrapped piece of packaging paper, presenting to the enclosed seed cathedral to China as a gift symbolizing the friendship between the two countries. Meow! This super cool building is a cat-shaped kindergarten in Wolfratshausen, Germany, designed by the renowned artist Tommy Ungerger. Its inspiration comes from his favorite animal, the cat. The cat's mouth is the door, the belly is the changing room, classroom, kitchen, and dining room. The head is the playground, the tail is the emergency exit, and there's a lawn on top of the head to mimic the cat's fur. The cat's paws are slides. Do you have a cat? Whoa, what a big basket! This building is nicknamed the Basket Building because it looks exactly like a giant basket. It was actually the headquarters for a company called Longburger, which sold, you guessed it, baskets. It's an office that looks like their product. Take a look at the dancing house in Prague, Czech Republic. Doesn't it look like two people dancing together? One part of the building is made of blue and green glass and looks like it's swirling around the other part. This building was finished in 1996. And this is the artist who started our lesson, James Rizzi. He was an American pop artist who was born in New York City. His art is famous for being super colorful, having funny characters, and looking like childlike doodles. His work is all about the busy, fun, and happy life of a big city. He was born in New York City in 1950, and he graduated from the University of Florida with a degree in art. Many of his works, like I mentioned before, show what it's like to live in the big city. His humorous, innocent forms and vibrant colors are a characteristic of his art. His artworks are full of childlike wonder, which makes people feel like if they return to a carefree, happy, and simple childhood. Rizzi didn't just paint houses, he helped design one. This building is covered in bright colors, hearts, stars, and funny faces. It looks like a giant, happy comic book. Some more examples of his buildings. If you design a happy city, what shape would you make the houses? What funny faces does the house family wear? James Rizzi's art was so popular that people put it on all sorts of things. You can see his heavy, funny drawings on everything from sneakers and coffee mugs to trains and even a Volkswagen car. If you were to design a happy city, what shape would you make the houses? What expressions would the members of the house family have? When we draw a picture, we use something called perspective to make things look far away or close up. Close-up view is when the thing is right in front of you, like the first layer in that picture. The distant view is when the thing is really far away and looks tiny. And the mid-range view, is when it's an average distance away from you. Not too far, but not too close. Sometimes all the lines seem to meet at a one vanishing point far away, like when you look down a long road. That's called one-point perspective. Other times, we exercise two-point perspective. Two-point perspective is like one-point perspective, but with two vanishing points instead of one. It's also known as angular perspective, and one-point perspective is also known as parallel perspective. Here are some examples of one-point perspective in life. As you can see, there's the road example from before, and an example of two-point perspective in life. It's often when there's a building and taken from a certain angle, so it looks like with the edge of one building is seen to the audience. Here, let's try drawing two-point perspective. One-point perspective first, though. First, we draw the horizon line, a horizontal line across your canvas. Then, we add a vanishing point. Next, we add some diagonal lines from the vanishing point. Those are called receding lines. Then we add a rectangle for the side of the building, and then we connect the rectangle to the vanishing point with some diagonal lines. Step 4. Step 5. We make parallel vertical lines. And we do it on the diagonal line so we can see how the perspective is meant to work. Then you erase the unneeded lines and you're left with a building. Then you can draw another rectangle behind your building and do the same thing again, but shorter, obviously. Then you can add some details like doors and windows using the same sort of idea where you connect it to the vanishing point. Everyone understand? Next, two-point perspective. Step 1. Draw the horizon line, a horizontal line, with two vanishing points on it. Step 2. Draw a vertical line on the horizontal line between the two vanishing points. That's where you want your building edges to meet. Step 3. Draw the diagonal lines from either end of the vertical line to the vanishing points. Step 4. Draw two lines a bit distant from the vertical line to indicate the edges of the building. Step 5. Draw as many diagonal lines as you want for shorter buildings than the first initial building. It's like before. Step 6. Finalize the sketches into multiple buildings and erase any unnecessary lines. Step 7. Add details like windows and color. And you're done. This is how to do two-point perspective so you can draw beautiful buildings and try to make some goofy buildings like mentioned before.